When you're ready, hands on the floor, butt up. And then when you're ready, back down. Push those elbows into those knees. And then when you're ready, hands on the floor, butt up. And then I want you to lift one arm up. So lift up your right arm and bend your left leg. Stretch there and then switch it. Put your right hand on the ground. Lift up your left and bend that right knee. And just do that, alternate a few times. And then one knee is bent, one leg is straight. And then bring it into your down dog. Stretch those shoulders, back of the legs. Stretch those calves. And then bring it on up and let's just do a few little quad stretches. We'll go heavy today. I know Abby, Araya, Lorna, it's going to be a little difficult because you're going to have to share weight because we're going to go heavy RDLs, heavy squats, heavy chest press. So not real sure how you guys want to do that, or if you like want to switch out per set or per circuit. You know, the first person can use 15s, the other person can, or hammies. Abby, if you want to just use your 15s and then Lorna, you use the 10s and Araya can use the 8s, that would probably work. So get 2 hammy swings on each side. And then spinal twist. Okay, so let's start some regular old squats. Just give me some squats just to warm up a little bit more. And then I want you to think about what you're going to do with weight. So give me those squats. All right, squat and then cross it. Squat and then cross it. I have a kid that woke up sick and then now it's telling me they're not sick. So you want me to go with him. And then let's go like you're going to do your RDL. So stretch those hammies, make your back straight, and then give me a squat. So RDL and squat. So stretch it and then squat it. All right, good, good, good. Let's go ahead and grab those heavy weights. First set is we're going to go, so on our reps today, we're going to go narrow, normal, and then wide. So on our first set, just kind of hips lined up with the feet. So instead of us being a little wider than hip width apart, we're going to be like not super narrow legs together, but just a little bit more narrow than a normal stance. So grab those weights. All right, and let's start squats. So holding those 2 weights or that one heavy weight, you decide. Feet just a little bit closer together than normal. Sit that butt back, push through your heels. Keeping that core tight. Just regular old squats, just a little bit closer with your feet. Good, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Just sit that butt back, core tight. All right, go ahead and put those weights down. So in that same stance, we're going to do RDLs. So if you want to just kind of stretch out those hands. And then again, same stance. Let's go to some Romanian deadlifts. So a little bit more narrow than normal. So a little closer with those feet than you would normally be. deepens your butt back. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes. Might even be feeling it in your calves. Back nice and straight. Back nice and straight. And if you aren't doing regular RDLs, you can go single leg. I know some people do single leg. Good, back nice and straight. Pull those shoulder blades together, down and together. All right, good. Let's go to the floor for chest press. Regular old chest press, just right here like we normally do. Just regular chest press. Over your chest. So go ahead and go to the floor for chest press. Back flat on the floor. Belly button pulled in. Arms straight up and together. Good. Put those weights by your hips, and we're gonna get some straight leg lifts. Squeeze those glutes. Quads are tight. Squeeze your glutes at the bottom. If you'd rather put your hands underneath your low back butt area, that works. Or you can hold on to your weights. And if this does not work for you, you can keep your knees bent, tap your knees, and then bring it back. But we're just going L, just an L. Good, L shape, squeeze those glutes at the bottom. We got about 10 more seconds. All right, rest. Go ahead and grab some water and then decide if you need to switch out your weights. And then we have another set of squats, normal stance. So a little bit wider, those weights can be in the middle or they can be on your sides. Remember, we will have one more round where we go wide. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and grab your weights and let's get normal stance squats. So hips a little bit wider than, or your feet a little bit wider than your hip width. All righty, let's go ahead and go. So kind of our normal stance squats out at your sides, or if you wanted to, they could come on the inside. Or if you have that one heavy weight, you can go right here. Good, sit that butt back, push through those heels. Keep going. Apologies, better check my phone. Looks good, awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna go normal stance RDL. So kind of just that normal stance that you normally do, just a little bit wider than what you just did. All right, let's get our Romanian deadlift. So again, just a little wider than what your feet just were for that first round. Back nice and straight, get that good stretch in those hamstrings. All right, we're on the floor, and then for our chest press, we're gonna start how we normally do and then twist it. So here, and then twist it to at the top. So start out normal and then twist. Normal, and then palms come together at the top. Back flat on the floor, push it into the ground, belly tight. Good, all right, so put those weights in your next two hands underneath the area, or hold on to the weights, and we're gonna do this little scissor kick, and then if you can, you're gonna come down for your scissor kick, and then come back up. If that doesn't work, just go as low as you feel comfortable going, and then come back up. And again, holding those weights or hands underneath your low back butt area. Good, keep going, and you can rest your head. Sometimes I have to pull my head up because I get a little like dizzy if I keep my head just on the ground and then I'm trying to look at my computer. We got 5 more seconds. All right, rest, and then let's go ahead, grab a quick sip, and then we'll go one more round. So wider stance, not plie, but wider stance squats, and up to you if you want the weights in the middle or on the sides. Just make sure you're still getting low in that wider stance. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and grab our weights and then bring it just a wider than your normal stance, but not plie. All righty, so wider but not plie, and the weights can come on the outside or on the inside. Get nice and low, push through those heels. Get low. Keeping that core nice and tight. Good. Good, and just make sure your body's not folding forward whenever you're doing your squat, that you're still staying, not completely upright, but don't let that upper body fold forward. Keep going. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing, that little bit wider stance RDL. If you don't feel good keeping it as wide as that last set of squats, that's okay, bring it in. And you got a couple options. Those weights can stay lined up with your legs, if that feels comfortable, or the weights can come down to the middle. Totally up to you. Just make sure that you're really feeling it in your hammies and glutes. And then it's not putting too much pressure on that lower back. You're really loading the hammies and glutes. That wider stance. Activation. Good. Awesome. You guys look great. All right, let's go to the floor for our chest press this time. The weights are going to stay like this, palms together, and you go up and together. So palms facing each other, up together, extend all the way. Palms facing each other, up and together. Back flat, push that lower back into the ground, belly button to the spine. weights down, hands underneath your low back butt area, or hold on to those weights. And we're going flutter kicks. So just right here, flutter the feet, down and up. If that doesn't work, just keep them up here fluttering, and maybe you just go down a little ways and then back up. Flutter kick, down and up. If you can, go all the way down to the floor with those feet. Squeezing those glutes and flutter. Good, 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 good. We got 10 more seconds. All right, rest. Let's go ahead and put some ankle weights on if you have them. All right, give me some crunches if you're waiting for me. All right, keep doing those crunches while we're waiting. All right, let's go ahead and start a little bit different today. Let's start on our side. We'll start on our side and we'll go bent leg lift right here. Bent leg and up. Core tight. All right, keep going with that same leg. Bring it down low. Bring it straight. Bring it straight. Down. Core tight. If it starts to get too hard, bring that knee back behind you. If it starts to get too hard, straight leg. Good, let's go inner. Inner leg lift, core tight. Focus on that inner thigh. Oh, I have to change my music. This is horrible. Keep going with that inner. Good. All right, let's go to the other side. Let's start with our leg bent. Core tight. Feel that a little bit in those obliques. Go down. Right. Let's go to inner. Let's go ahead and flip it over to all fours. We're going to go bent leg and then donkey. So bent leg, come down a little bit, and then all the way up to donkey. Bent, down a little, donkey. Heel to the ceiling. Good, switch legs, same thing, other side. Bent and then all the way up. Bent, come down a little bit and up. All right, other leg. We're going fire hydrant. Those legs and fire hydrant. Now I'm going to challenge you, if you're up for it, give me a fire hydrant and then a kick, bring it back in. If you want to. If that is not working, then continue with fire hydrant only. Fire hydrant only, unless you can add that kick. If fire hydrant only feels better and works better, continue doing that. If you want to do a few more kicks, do that. All right, let's go to the other side. Same thing, fire hydrant, add a kick if you're up for it. Oh, my stabilizing leg is dead. Good, let's let those glutes rest. Flip it on over. Let's crunch and a single leg lift. Good. Let's do our inner. Go as low as you feel comfortable. Core tight. Give me a little pulse at the bottom. Bring it back together. Push that back into the ground. Core tight. All right, move it on over. Let's go ahead and go alternating donkey hips. So alternate the leg up, all the way up on your hands or your elbows, up to you, all the way up in quads. Good, alternate all the way up in pause at the top, extend all the way. Now give me a little pulse on each leg. Pulse, pulse, switch legs, pulse, pulse at the top. Back to alternating, alternate, back to alternate, no pulse. No pulses, all the way up. All right, hold that one leg up there, hold it up there, hold one leg up there, fully extend, squeeze your glutes. Feel it in your glute muscles. Core tight, core tight. 3, 2, other leg, hold it up there, pause. Hold it up there, core tight, glutes are tight. 3, 2, rest. Good, stretch back. Good job.